Previously on Road Rules.
Noah and I are just a complete mess. We're so up and down. He can be either the coolest guy or he can be an absolute jerk.
The thing with Ann is that I really don't want to be as close as we were before.
Check third eye blind tape.
So who do you have to see?
Mr. Flipwire? Flipwire?
Welcome to the ride of your life. Your destination, anywhere. Your money, gone. Your mission, survive. And then you'll be rewarded handsomely. Throw out your rules. These are road rules.
If you do not want to see me again, I would understand. I would understand.
But I'm just happy and excited to meet a real band.
Yeah.
I mean, a band that made it.
We should park like far away, easy to get out of, and we'll just walk.
Let's go.
Mr. Flipwire.
Hey, Mama, say the way you move.
1716? About that time. 1716.
How you doing? We're looking for Flipwire.
Hello.
I'm Noah.
Hey, Brad.
Brad?
Orion. Nice to meet you.
Ronnie.
Orion.
Hi, man. Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Flipper?
Well, that's the name. We all go by different names here. We're Third Eye Blind. I'll tell you guys what's going on. We're doing this benefit for the Crisis Center, which is dedicated to teen suicide prevention. The mission is that you're going to make a PSA. It's going to be about 30 seconds, and you're going to do something on this theme. And you're going to use a song of ours called Jumper. Well, this is probably going to be the hardest thing that you guys have done, because you're going to be talking to people who don't want to hear it, but it's an issue where it's not cool and it's not sexy. It's just a big, fat problem.
What's Jumper about?
Jumper is a song, and there are lyrics to it, and the best way I can tell you about that song is just for you to check out the lyrics. This is your information. Who wants this? We're gonna do this show on tomorrow night, which is the benefit show, and you guys are invited. Off you go. Fight the power. Do damage.
This is kind of pressure, though. I mean, we gotta make this good.
I know.
I don't want to be just stupid.
Okay. Let's go down and get the equipment.
Yeah.
Get all the information that we can.
Yeah.
Film it all today and tomorrow, and edit it tomorrow.
We should find a funeral.
Find a funeral.
Videotape at a funeral?
I don't really like that. That's like depressing. We don't want to make the whole thing like...
Well, that's what happens to your family when you kill yourself. This topic, sorry, I'm not like
They never let us know.
sympathetic to this topic
No,
too much.
you're
I don't
right.
know.
Yeah, it's not something we can relate to
Yeah.
if you've never been there.
Dad? I don't know. I understand you're upset, but like my childhood friend killed himself, and like the day before, he was like, "Hey, Ann, what's up?" And I didn't have time to talk to him. And then the next day, he was dead, and I was like, I wasn't even there. And now it's like, I feel like kind of a hypocrite, like going, "Oh, don't do this. There's somebody there for you."
He didn't say anything to you to, hey, what's up? That's normal. I don't know if I can do this. I'm just gonna have nervous breakdown after nervous breakdown after nervous breakdown. What's wrong, Annie?
Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna cry the whole entire time we're doing this.
What? You had a friend who committed suicide?
Yeah, like my best childhood friend. And he came up and drove up. I was like, "Hey, Ann, what's up? What are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't have time to talk. I gotta go." And the next day he killed himself. They found him the next day, so maybe he killed himself that day,
How long ago was this?
my senior year in high school, but I mean, it's still like,
No, I know.
I feel so bad, and I feel like, you know, why should I be doing this announcement if I couldn't even like stop my own friend from doing it, you know?
In heaven.
Right now, I'm just truly touched. Hey, I'm almost at the brink of tears. And I'm fighting them back, you know? I never felt, you know, so compassionate about this subject before. And you can relate and you can say, well, that could be my sister, that could be my mother, that could be, you know, my best friend sitting there saying this. Yeah, everybody's not a mind reader, and sometimes you may feel left out or whatever, but there is somebody there for you if you let them know. You know? Kind of like that.
I think we should contact the crisis clinic.
Can we play this song? Right here.
Number 4 inside 1.
Yeah.
Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. You could cut ties with all the lies that you've been living in. And if you do not want to see me again, I would understand. I would understand.
First, we have to go to, it's like a crisis clinic.
I think left.
Keep going left.
Yeah.
We can just back down the street, 1515 right there.
I think we have a flat tire.
That's the way it was when it looked up on.
I think because it's on the curb. Maybe we should take it off the curb. That way.
Ronnie, is there a certain floor we gotta go to?
No say.
Well, hi, I'm Susan Goldman with Crisis Clinic.
Do you know why we're here?
I think I do. I don't know. Why don't you let me know?
We're doing a public service announcement for teen suicide, and we just want to get information and stuff.
Why don't we step in this room, right here? So what have you found up?
We're starting like blank slate right now.
Blank slate. You come to me with a clean slate. So let me tell you a little bit. We have a 24-hour crisis line. We're the second oldest crisis line in the country. About 30% of the calls that we have relate to suicide. Here in Washington State, 1 in 5 youth has considered suicide.
What do you think we should say just to help us out in this commercial, whatever?
Teenagers wouldn't call a crisis line because they would expect to be talking to someone like their parent. So as part of that, we developed a TeenLink phone line where kids between the ages of 14 and 21 receive training, and they have a phone line that they answer themselves, a TeenLink phone line. On your way out, just make sure and notice our banner here. This is a banner that we have for our survivors of suicide. And these pictures here are pictures of people who completed suicide. And the notes that are on that are notes from their friends and family.
Why do I suffer so? Why do I want to go? Until you learn the meaning of trust. Until you learn the meaning of life.
And are there any other questions? Good luck.
We're supposed to get up like super early tomorrow.
Of course it starts to rain. It should be a rainy day.
Just to make the day complete.
Come on! Shake a tail feather.
Can we take the camera?
Yeah. No, I'm looking for battery check.
Let's go.
It's a rock and roll creation.
Dan and Ronnie decided that they'd go and get the flat tire fixed for us.
Go ahead and back it into the bay over here.
That'll be 134.48.
Look at that, lost the turns.
That's not cute anymore.
That building is like perfect.
I know. Like, can we try and see if we can get in? Noah, do you want to go and look at the water and tape and film that, and then we'll go this way?
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm going this way.
Looks like it's me. Meet you on the water.
Okay.
We're gonna go searching. Okay. That's perfect. It's good.
It's the top level is and everything.
Yep, top
Let's see if
level.
we can get up there.
Ooh, I didn't see these fences earlier.
Hold on, homeboy.
Well, I can get up over there onto the stairs, but what do you think? I don't know. Like, we can look down from something. If we're gonna run out of time because we didn't find the right color, you know, that's all I'm worried about.
So everything to get up the stairs to that building was locked. We had to break in.
We almost broke in a building, too!
Great, we're all gonna get arrested for breaking and entering during a public service announcement.
Has anyone thought of this as this is our ledge and everyone's walking?
See if you like get really tight on her face and then just zoom down. I think it looks so badass. When you pan down, it looks, I mean, it may look shadowy, but that's like kind of sinister and cool. You know what I'm saying?
I can't see anything except for blobs. What if we did an indoor shot? Just do the whole thing from indoors.
Let's go check it out. None of us wanted to go inside, and it was just because Noah did. We're just kind of like bowing down to how he felt. Why don't we just do a rough cut of it?
What do you guys think about that shot? I mean, maybe if you shot it like this, but not like straight down as like purple flags, you know?
Let me see.
You know, and then compare that to like leaning out there and shooting straight down. What do you think, Noah?
I like the shot from up here.
I just don't like it down. That's like my opinion. I like it.
Where are you gonna jump? Out?
Oh my God, Noah, just forget it. Noah and I are just a complete mess. We're so up and down. He can be either the coolest guy or he can be an absolute jerk.
For some reason, I just didn't see the big problem with how things were looking.
Yeah, neither did I.
I think it's okay to have it shadowy.
You can't see
And shadow.
a face. You can't see what kind of clothes you're wearing. You can't see anything.
Who cares what kind of clothes you're wearing? You can zoom in on
like
the face.
everyone. It's not a specific person.
You can't see the face.
It's supposed to be any person, not this girl, that girl, that girl.
Just do it. I'll do whatever you tell me to do. Everyone seems kind of unhappy. I really just don't care at this point. I mean, I don't care if I jump out of if Dan jumped out of an airplane or off of a building. I really just don't care. We just need it to work.
It's just a bunch of compromising. Listen. It was your idea.
Here's my compromise.
Oh my
I'll
God,
do
will you
whatever
listen to me?
You know, no, if we can't use your opinions, we're like, fine, I'm not doing it.
No,
It's not exactly what I want. Forget it. I can't compromise. Noah and Anne have a very hot, cold relationship. They love each other one minute, they hate each other the next.
Now maybe you need to compromise when everyone else thinks it's a good idea to go outside and do shadowy figures.
Well, let's put a halt on feelings and just do it. All right, no more emotions now, please. I think we're all set now. I feel like I'm in 7th grade. Like, when you like somebody, how you pick on them back and forth, that's exactly how I feel right now. I'm gonna have to shoot it from up.
So let's try, let's do it.
Are we walking this way?
This is fairly cool.
Everybody needs to go that way, like 3.
All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1, action. Okay.
I like it looking down because you're going to be looking down at your feet. We're going to cut to your point of view looking at your feet.
It ended up that white males are the ones who commit suicide the most. So since Dan is like the All-American, we decided we should use him.
Just tell me how many go.
Go!
It looked really cool the way he like left.
At times, I felt like we'd never finish this PSA and that it would just be horrible and not mean anything. Like, if we do a bad job, it's like a big deal.
I'm beginning to think maybe we bit off a little bit more than we can chew.
We meet David, the editor.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Noah. David. Tara?
Ronnie?
Yeah.
Dan.
John.
All right, what's going on?
We didn't shoot very much usable stuff, so I'm a little worried that the PSA is going to come out too short.
This editing apparatus is like none I've ever known.
This is an Avid.
Okay, like Abbott and Costello?
No, as in AVID Avid.
Avid?
Like
As an Avid reader. Avid editor.
Yeah.
What's your concept? Tell me what you have in mind.
5 people walking along a ledge of unknown placement. You don't know where they are, really. And then the song comes in, and it's right before he jumped.
Sounds good. Sounds like a cool concept.
But now that I don't know what the footage is so good.
I know, wait till you see the tape. Then we'll discuss it. Very conceptual.
That sounds pretty unusable. We don't want to start with that.
Oh, no.
Oh, look at how dark that is, though.
I told you guys. So much.
Good. It's doom and gloom.
That's what we want. We're so cheesy.
Is that it?
That's it.
There isn't much coverage, so I think we've got our work cut out for us.
We should run out and go get some more footage.
Let's just dive right in.
Yeah, I like the first one best.
Yeah, I don't like that angle.
I don't like this angle. The third one's no good.
I like it, the one that's looking up.
We could start with this one for only 1 second. Why can't we do both? And
I think we can do both.
We're gonna do both.
Okay, let's not get hostile towards one another.
Damn, John. Do you guys see that being the same person?
Is it too dark that you can't follow that it's Dan?
Yeah, music smooths stuff out a lot.
I was just sitting there in the room and I started to cry. I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah? Can I come in? Huh?
Yeah. I'm so sick of this.
We all said this morning that if you didn't do any of it, we understood.
When I needed him, he was there, and I didn't expect it.
This is too hard. I'm gonna keep crying and I'm not getting anything done because I just keep crying, It's frustrating. Thanks.
You've done a lot. Nobody could ask for anything more of you.
I'll feel like a quitter.
We're this close.
I know. I don't want to quit.
So is it 1 in 5 teenagers considers
committing suicide?
John, why don't you try doing this?
Because I have the nerdiest voice out of all three of us. But I
like your voice. It sounds good for this.
Noah's voice is the best one.
I think you should say it just
normal.
Deliberate.
Yeah.
1 in 5 teenagers considers committing suicide.
No.
Too fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do it slower.
1 in 5 teenagers considers committing suicide.
Really good.
We're here to listen. 1 in 5 teenagers.
Isn't it weird to hear your voice over and over again now?
It's like kind of like when you see your fat face over and over again.
Poster boy! 1 in 5 teenagers considers committing suicide.
That's so sweet.
You guys, this is so cool.
Sometimes it felt like we'd never get it together, but I can't believe we really pulled it off.
David, you rock my world.
You do rock, David.
Take care. Good luck on your trip.
Thank you. You're pretty good tonight.
Pretty.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Hey, we're called Third Eye Blind. We're from San Francisco. The money you paid for this concert is going to the Crisis Center, which is an organization dedicated to the prevention of teen suicide. She comes round and she goes down on me. I'll make it smile like a drug for you. Do whatever would you wanna do, coming over you. Keep on smiling what we go through. One stop to the rhythm that divides you. Smells out of baby, it's like in my nose. Ain't no wish to get back there. Something's back down in the place we used to. Sorry, I want something else.
Listen up! Direct your attention to the front screen for a special presentation.
This is a public service announcement. It was made by the cast of Brave Rules. Yeah, that's
us. 1 in 5 teenagers considers committing suicide.
You would step back from that ledge, my friend.
We're here to listen.
They were given a really hard job, which is to put a subject as gigantic as that into 30 seconds. I think they did a really good job. I think you should give them a hand. This is a song called Jumper. I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. You could cut ties for the lives that you've been living in. And if you do not want to see me again, I'll be understand. I'll be understand. Well, everyone I know has got a reason to say, can you put the past away?
I feel a certain amount of closure just because I helped get suicide awareness out there.
If you do not want to see me again, I'll be understand. That would understand. Yeah.